I am Super Guy KY, and this is how to not change your oil. Oh my God, I did it. That is exactly how you do not change your oil. All right, everybody, so it is the next day. Everything is all cool to the touch now. It's about 68 degrees outside. Last night it was 85-ish, something like that. Truck's all cool. It hasn't ran for probably about 14 hours, so maybe this will be more forgiving. You can see right there on all of those flat spots, one on top, one on bottom. Remember, that's supposed to be a 6.13 millimeter hex head. I'm gonna spray that with WD-40 one more time and see what happens. But if that doesn't work, I've only got two options. Okay, my other option is I've got some left-handed drill bits. I'm gonna see if that'll work. I doubt it will. My option after that is just my last resort, basically. And that is, I've got to drill a hole right here, and then I got to replace the whole oil pan. The oil pan's only from like here to here. It's not very big. I'll have to get this panel off right here, obviously, to fish it in. But yeah, it comes with the new gasket, and I'll put some new sealant on there because I've got a little bit of a leak. You can see right there. You can see I've got just a hair of a leak on that main seal. Let's spray this with WD-40 and see what happens. I doubt this will work, but let's find out here. That went all over my face. Alright. If that doesn't work, then I'm just gonna have to drill that out. Alright, moment of truth. Come on, baby. See if I can hold it up like that. Oh, I can't get enough of a good bite on there for enough pressure to squeeze it in. I'll try my left-handed drill bits because at this point it doesn't matter. My head's almost gone anyway. So I'm gonna take a right-handed drill bit and I'm gonna make a point right in the center of it. And then I'll take my left-handed and see if that'll unscrew it. I doubt it'll work, and I'm probably gonna have to drill my hole right here and replace the whole oil pan. Let's find out. Okay, you can see I got a pretty good cavity right in the middle of that, and I'm actually pretty impressed. I got that right about dead center as I did. So I'm gonna grab my left-handed drill bit and I'm gonna go a few sizes below that, and then I'm gonna slowly see if I can back that out. All right, so obviously that didn't work because it just kept skipping. I mean, this is just in here way too tight. What I'm gonna have to do, and this is my last option, I'm gonna have to drill a hole here to get all my oil out. That's once I get my new drain pan in, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off right here. These are 16 millimeter and there's 4 of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that off. And this is a low oil sensor here. So I'm gonna just see what I'm in for, and I'm gonna prepare for the job I'm gonna have to do here. So stay tuned. So there's 18 of these all around here. That is including those nuts right there. So all the way around, nuts and bolts wise, there's 18 of them. So I'm just gonna have to buy a new lower oil pan for this thing. And believe it or not, I think there's actually 2. There's the upper there, then there's the lower here. This just goes to show you, you do not over torque your drain plug. Okay? If you over torque your oil filter right here, I mean, I just changed this, it looks brand new because it is. I mean, if you over torque this, it's not a big deal. You just get some channel locks on it, you break it in half, or you crunch it, then you can spin it that way. If you over torque your drain bolt and then you get rid of the points on it and you round it, you're completely screwed because there's no way to get it off. There's no way to grip it. And you've got such a small area here. So if I drill this out, and as long as I have that perfect angle, yeah, as long as I have that perfect angle, right? So I think I'll be okay. And obviously I got a brand new drain plug here that came with this one. But look, it was all put together when they painted it at GM Parts Department that day. So yeah, I've got a brand new drain plug here and a brand new oil pan if I need it to go back in. I've got everything ready in case I need to. I hope it won't come to that, but we'll find out. So let's drill this out and see what happens. Okay, assuming everything goes well, I have my catch can right here. I have my little sample bottle from Blackstone, and right dead center is where I'm gonna start drilling her out. Let's see how this works. I am Super Guy KY, and and this is how to not change your oil. You guys can see that that's almost dead center. See if that helps out. Just a little bit of machining lube right here. Yep, we are getting somewhere. I just did a quick measurement on the other drain bolt. I'm about 3/4 of the way through. So this should pop through in about the next minute, maybe 5 seconds for you. Come on! Oh. Here we go, I just went through it. There we go, there we go. Alright. Now this is going to take forever to drain. Probably 25 minutes to drain. And see, I only got that much oil on my drill, just a little bit. Don't forget, need to take my oil sample and send it to Blackstone to see the health of my engine. Try to get mid-pour if you can. I just waited a minute or two. And doesn't have to be completely full, but close. So something like that right there. Alright, after you took your sample, hopefully you were able to run the engine for 10 to 15 minutes. I ran mine for 5. Then you take the sample midstream, just like I did. You have an entire card with instructions. Follow all of them. You're going to take this little soak up gray material and you're going to roll it up just like so. Okay, after that, there's a little plastic baggie. Make sure you pop it in your baggie. Okay, just like that. Seal it up. Okay, and I'm not sure how that fell off, but it did. I'll just pop it right back on here. Hopefully that'll stay. Put it inside your container right here. Ah! Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Alrighty. Put your little cap on. Plop it in your prepaid right here, and you're good to go. You're not going to believe it, but this is after a solid hour. It is still slowly coming out. I mean, I can feel right here. This is just almost completely full, and of course it would be because this holds 10 quarts. That's 2.5 gallons. But yeah, I'm gonna give that, I don't know, another 5 minutes, and I'll see if I can get a left-handed drill bit in there and get that thing out. Now, I'm betting some astute viewers are thinking, well, now you drained through the drain bolt, but how are you gonna get it out because you couldn't get it out last time? So, this is a separate drain bolt that I actually had on hand. Now, this whole thing is 1.5 inches long, okay? So, what I did before, here's the head of that drain bolt, okay? Here's your flange, and here is that big fat thread, okay? Now all that I could do was I could just get at this part right here, okay? I couldn't get anything else, just right here. Now what I did is I drained through all of this material to about there, okay? I just barely got through it because there's just a little tiny trickle coming out. So what my plan is, I'm just going to, once again, there's your flange, there's your head of the bolt, and here is all those long threads. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of those left-hand drill bits. Once again, I used a 5/32 to go through all of this right here. So I'm just going to see if I can grab all of that material. Once again, I've got about 1¼ inches, that's a 4. I got 1¼ inches to grab all this. Now, it's that little tiny gasket that's right here. Right here. This is the gasket that's seized. Now, how and why it's seized, I have no idea. I'm doing everything I can to avoid actually replacing the whole oil pan, because that's a major pain in the you-know-what. But let's see if I can take care of this. Once again, I'm going to take my left-handed drill bits, and I think if I grab all this material here, all of that material, which is going from about here at the flange all the way to the end, now I'm betting if I take my left-handed drill bit and I go through all this material here, that'll just release that grip that the gasket has on that little machine surface. Now everybody, place your bets below. Will it work? Will it not work? Let's go find out. It's a great thing about electricity. You can be real gentle when you're taking something apart. With pneumatics, anything air, it's all or nothing. There we go. Thank God. This is gonna be so much easier. I got my new garage and I got a lift. That'll be in only like 5 years. I'm on that back full seat. These are all 18 millimeter. They're threaded that I can just back them out. If not, then I'll just pull them out. But yeah, this center bar, this cross member right here, you gotta get that to get the oil pan out. I think there's 18 of them, 10 millimeter, and 16 are just plain M6 bolts. The rest of them, there's two nuts. There's two nuts with studs that go into the engine block. The only two that are going to be a little hard to get to are these ones, the transmission cooler lines, but I've got plenty of U-joints there. These aren't threaded internally. You can just pull these out, so I can pull it out just like that. See, these are long bolts here. Okay, that's probably 8 inches long if I had to guess. Don't forget these washers. Make sure you put those washers back in. Oh, it's actually easier to crawl from the front. Get this up, and then I'm gonna have to spin him a little bit with the impact. Okay, come on, you'll come out. All right, fabulous. There we go. There we go. Oh boy. Oh. Aye, aye. Okay, that's out now. Let's get the bar out. Gonna need just a big fat rubber mount for that. Pry bar, crowbar, wrecking bar. It's all the same thing. There we go. Ay, ay, ay. Every single thing has to be difficult. Okay. Got that down. It's gonna hold you up. That might make my life a bit easier. Come on. Come on. Almost got it. Almost got it. Almost got it. I'm just gonna wiggle him now. Think I got him. Oh. Got it. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Psych. Now I just remember which side goes on to which. Okay, now I just have to get all of these 10 millimeters out. It's my experience to get these out best by hand. So let's do that. Wow, those are super easy to get off. Wow, that one was loose from the get-go. Well, that was an epic fail. But believe it or not, I got almost all of them off with no trouble. The only one I needed a U-joint for was right here, back in there, that you can just barely see. Right there at the end of my finger. But yeah, there's 18 of these, and they are 10 millimeter. There's at least one nut right there that you can see. The rest are all bolts, except for that one right there. So there's 16 bolts and 2 nuts for 18 total. They're all 10 millimeter. All right, make sure you have a container for all of your bolts and your 2 nuts. Oh my God, look at that. Nothing on them. There's nothing on these. No blue Loctite. Huh. I'll put blue Loctite on these when I put them back on. Ow! Hey, my safety glasses saved me. That's why you wear safety glasses. These things can literally save your eyeballs. Okay, so I just removed the low oil pan sensor right here. So there's your drain plug, here's your sensor right here. So there's a little tiny metal clip. It's like a capital U with some little tangs at the end of it. That's how you get it off. Now you gotta be really careful and gentle because it's brittle. But beyond that, when you get this oil pan off, take this, put it on the other one, then you pop this connector back in and your clip back on, then you're good. Down to my last 2. And on purpose, I left these to be the easy ones, so they're very straightforward. And it's been there. It's 2023 now. This is made in March of 16, so it's been there for about 7.5 years. It's early August currently as I'm filming this. Last one is right here, top dead center, right here. Just a few more threads and she's loose. Okay. Now, can't make sure I've got 18 here, I just double checked. So I got all 18 right here. Now, the only thing I've left to do is to knock this a little bit. It should come right off. Alright, so I'm gonna jimmy it. Well, of course it doesn't want to come off. Why would it? Come on, you want to come off, come on. Where's my mallet? Okay, rubber mount to the rescue. Ugh. I'm really yanking on this thing. That's a really well seated gasket, I'll tell you that. Unless these trans lines are holding it in, which they could. I can see it flexing. Okay, I really don't want to do this, but I'm going to take a screwdriver and pop it in and see if I can pry that out. As long as I don't mess up that machine surface at the bottom of the engine, that's what I really don't want to do. What's so funny, dear? Somebody on the internet? Okay, so a dumb thing I could do is I could just drill a hole right here, because I got a new oil pan anyway. Then I could just reach a hook in, just yank it down. I could do that. Shouldn't. Could. Honey, can you get me my crowbar? Alright, I'm just gonna pry right here and see what happens. Hey, here we got some movement. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. About there. Look at you right there. Hey, got some movement. Hey. I mean, this is really hard to get off. I mean, really hard to get off. Hey, cut it out, neighbor dog. Okay, I'm going somewhere. Ugh. I mean, that really doesn't want to come off. Here, I made some progress. I've got every single one of those fasteners off, and it still doesn't want to move. I mean, I got to take a 2.5 foot crowbar here and just pry at this thing because it doesn't want to come off. I got the one sitting right over there. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoopsie daisies. Sorry about that. I don't want to destroy this, but I might have to. Yeah, right there. Come on. Got it out, neighbor dog. As long as I don't mess up that seating surface. Getting there. Come on. Okay, if I spin you the other way, if I get you here, I gotta move that up. It's only a drip now. I can move this drain pan. It's only a small drip now. That's not gonna kill my grass. Ow. I got oil almost on my eye. Where's my safety glasses? I cannot believe what a fight this thing's putting up. I really can't. Pry, pry, pry. Now I gotta pry almost every inch of this thing off. Easy, boy. Yeah, you. Ugh. I mean, this thing does not want to come off. I mean, good lord. I never thought it would be this tough. This is just ridiculous. Oh, I'm bending my pry bar. Gotta use a crowbar for that. I mean, seriously, I cannot see why you don't want to come off. I mean, I don't understand why you're putting up as much of a fight. I really cannot imagine why this is being so incredibly hard. Easy, boy. That's about all I should do for the front. The front's almost off. But that's where the two studs are, and those studs are where you clock and locate. Back here by the transmission lines, there's no way I can pry there. I should be able to pry right here. If I can pry here on the side right above the low oil sensor, then should be able to just rip it all off. So let's see if I can. Everyone's telling me don't do it. Well, this is the only way I can. Whoa! Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Look at that. I'll put you back. Can I actually get you off by hand on this day in August? Oh! Oh! Okay, nice and easy, nice and easy. Oh my god. I did it! Okay. I hope that thing's recording. Oh my god, I did it! Well, take a look at that. So there's the little oil sensor right there, connected to there. And take a look. I'm pretty proud of myself. I'll zoom in on this later. But what I was able to do, as you can see, I drilled dead center and I did not even touch those threads. Win for Super Guy. Now I just gotta swap all this over, put a new gasket on. I mean, you can see right here how hard I had to bend. I can't believe that. I mean, it's like someone over torqued these originally, but somebody in Moraine, Ohio really never wanted this to come off. Rightfully so, I understand, but man, that was a battle. Before I swap OEM oil pan for OEM oil pan, in the future I'm gonna get a different one. Pacific Performance Engineering is one that I like. I'll put a link in the description below. I think it's $300 on Amazon, and it's a better deal on Amazon rather than going to their site. But this is all of the oil that I just drained out of this old oil pan when I was changing the oil already. So all these valleys, they kept about, I can't tell you exactly. I'll have some commentary right here on exactly how much this is after I measure it all out, but Yeah, this is a water bottle and a half of just dirty oil. And once again, right there, from my just luck basically, I drilled straight through and I didn't even touch the threads, but this is all the oil that's left in when you still drain your oil in an LML Duramax. Now I can tell from whoever put this on, obviously they used RTV. I'm going to be using this right here, link in the description just like everything else. But this is going to be a real good one. I'm just going to make a thin bead all the way around here. I still have my gasket. I'm just going to use both. Once again, part number, everything in the description below. But I'm just going to make a thin bead on the outside here. Then I'll just put my gasket on top of that and just gently pat it down. Then I'll reinstall. Here we go. You pop this open. Here's your popper. You pop it, okay, just like that. See that? You cut this to your desired bead thickness. I just did the thinnest one. I can always add more. Screw it on. Go around. Let it set for about 5 minutes. Then install it. Done. Oh boy, this thing's really tough to get out actually. Gonna have to muster all my strength because you want to do this in one bead and I just messed that up. There we go. Right in those valleys. Oh boy. Yeah, that is tough to do all in one go. You better have a lot of wrist strength when you're doing this. Now I'm gonna pop my gasket on. I'm just gonna gently seat it. I know some people are gonna say use one or the other. I'll just use both because I got them both. And now you gonna go right there. Okay. Gonna do a gentle pat down on that. I can just wipe you off. I know some people are gonna say, oh my god, super guy, how could you? Well, everybody makes mistakes now, don't they? Now make sure all of these holes are all lined up here. All 18 of mine, they're all lined up. Just gonna do a gentle pat down here. Right here, you see I got a little bit coming through already. Just gonna wipe him away. Same there. Got a little bit here as well. Right here, I got just a smidgen, And alrighty, let's get it back in. Yep, I got right. Now let's line her up. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think I go on that side first. And someone's gonna say, well, super guy, how'd you get it out? Well, I ripped it out, is the truth on that one. Okay, I think I have to go U. When it goes in like that, I know it does. So U over there. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Okay. Now I gotta line up that stud. Oh no, that gasket shifted just a bit. It wouldn't be so hard if this thing didn't want to fall on my face. Okay, I think I have to get this one first. That's the passenger side. Yep, that's in. Okay, now I just spin you. I'm going up against the transmission lines here. Oh no. Is it that bolt that I'm hitting? Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. So I have to back that out a little bit? Huh. This lip. Right here, I don't think that was on the other one, even though this is an OEM replacement. That's interesting. Yeah, so I've got to get you up. Ow. Hey! I did it! Alright, where's my fasteners? Get a few in just to hold it. I will admit that gasket is not dead center on all of these. Okay, now that one is on, Now I'm gonna blue Loctite the rest of them. Always blue Loctite, not red. There we go, just, you don't need much, just a little bit. Okay. Right now, obviously don't tighten the potatoes out of them. Just get them on to hang it on. Nice and light, nice and easy. And take that other one out and put some Loctite on them. Getting close to done with this job. So happy. Maybe I can go watch the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. We are getting somewhere. And it's about time because the sun's starting to go down. Yeah, those transmission lines are really grinding my gears here. I bet they grind the gears of any mechanic. Works on an LML Duramax, taking the oil pan off. Until you're close, man. That's get snug. Still can't believe I needed a 2.5 foot crowbar to get that old oil pan off. That really drives me nuts. Yep. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry about that. Alright. How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, keep going. Just another Saturday night. Little one, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. There you are. Okay. I found him. Alright, now I gotta move those transmission lines. Like, what was GM thinking? Putting these transmission lines right up against that. The engineer was thinking, oh, the mechanics, they won't care. They'll figure it out. It's not like we haven't put a starter inside of an intake manifold or anything. Being an engineer, that drives me nuts because ergonomics is something that you're supposed to think about and something you're supposed to care about. I mean, yeah, I'm wrenching on my truck here and I do all these other videos, but I do have a mechanical engineering degree, and the reason I do this is because I like it, not because I have to. This would have cost me probably $300 if I went to a garage and asked them to have this done. I can just take one afternoon and do it in my backyard. Hey, come on. Okay, I got an idea. I got a brilliant idea. Ah! Don't get any grass in that. Grass and threads somehow doesn't sound right. I'm running out of bolts here. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Perfect, just like my wife. And that's the torque pattern that I'm about to do. Obviously you can't get to all of them, but just do the best that you can. So I'm just doing 21 pounds. Not going crazy here. Alright. Go around and check every single one now. Because I don't remember my entire pattern, what I did. Basically you just go into a star. You just go here to 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 here. Tight. Okay. I'm going to plug this low oil sensor back in. I'm going to take the little pin that my wife held for me. And I'm going to put you back on top of that little ridge. Oh, I hope this thing is all fixed now. I'm kind of losing my wits. Okay. Everybody everywhere. The reason I had to do this is because that drain plug was somehow just a bit too tight. Do not over tighten your drain plug, or you will replace an oil pan. That's plenty tight. If I want you off, that's all I do. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. That's plenty tight. 6.5 hours after I started this job, you can hear the crickets start to go because it's almost 9 o'clock in the summer. Now, let's fill some oil. Always use the oil that's usually stated on your cap. For this LML diesel, 15W40. So that's what I got, 15W40. Little trick is pour that from the side. Okay, so I just put in 2 full gallons plus another half a quart because the filter is holding that half a quart. Now, I already checked the dipstick. I am dead center in that. I'm going to go ahead and start it up, let it run for maybe a minute, and then I'm going to check for leaks, and after that I could be all done and reassemble completely. For this cross member bar and for this metal skid plate right there, I'm gonna sand, then spray paint, then fluid film those. As you can see, they're already starting to surface rust on here. So, yep, here we go. Let's start her up and check for leaks. Alright, I'm gonna check underneath. Our new seal right there. It's been on for about an hour. That should be fine. I don't see any leaks. Alright, I'm gonna shut it off. Obviously, make sure you don't have any warning lights here on your instrument cluster. I've got the emergency brake on, nothing else beyond that. So let's go ahead and turn it off. Now I'm not gonna move it because that is why I have these structural pieces off. I'm gonna go ahead and wait about a minute or two, check the oil again. Obviously this isn't level, but it'll give me a close indication, and put it back together and we're all done. That is exactly how you do not change your oil. Trust me, do not over tighten your drain plug. You'll have to do this exact job, which was 6.5 hours for me, and I'm a pretty decently experienced mechanic. If you liked the video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, think about subscribing. Maybe I have a video that will really help you out in the future. Comment for any questions, and as always, be super today.